They're Marvel's first family, and they're already heroes, and the world already sees them as their heroes. And Galactus is there. Something's going to happen to pull their world into our current MCU with Avengers and Red Hulks and all that shit.
I have an answer for that.
It's going to be amazing.
I will say that. Oh, did you want to?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I would just say this because maybe I will admit that not knowing a lot about the Fantastic Four, except like the Jessica Alba one back in 2000, whatever, and I never saw the Michael B. Jordan one.
Not sexy.
Again, this trailer gave me the Fantastic Four trailer. I found it to be absolutely underwhelming. It gave me absolutely nothing. And why does it look like it's taking place in the 50s?
It's
1960.
Future. It's like futuristic.
It's like a mix of.
This is the basically this is the world where they figured out how to do Tony Stark stuff with repulsor energy without a Tony Stark.
Oh,
This is a whole
They
separate
did it early in the year.
universe.
Okay, the trailer did a bad job.
So here's
on
what's
selling
going to
it
be
that.
here's what's going to be exciting for you. For everyone that saw, remember they showed Robert Downey Jr. now as Doctor Doom, right?
Which weird choice, but
But that's the point. In another universe,
right.
he's not Iron Man. He's still brilliant, but in this universe, he's most likely Doctor Doom.
I still say
and
that.
Doctor
Yeah,
Doom,
actually,
which is Vincent Von Doom,
yeah.
is the most brilliant man next to Reed Richards.
Right.
They butt heads or whatever like that. And the only person that can be that brilliant in another world that everyone can identify with in the MCU will be Robert Downey Jr. You just got to let Marvel, you just got to let Disney cook, and then it'll blow your mind.
Well, then here's my final thoughts.
Actors, but okay.
Then here's my final thoughts. My final thoughts on the Fantastic Four trailer, the whole movie, whatever. My thoughts are Disney. Is this Disney? Disney, go ahead and shelve this and figure out what y'all gonna do with Blake so Mahershala Ali can get out of this Jurassic Park movie.
That's not there.
Because I don't know why y'all
They
making him.
can't find a
I don't know why
director.
Universal is making him work when y'all need to be focused on the new Blade movie. So shelve this. But shelve it before it's too late.
Damn.
Shelve this before it makes as much
This is going
as.
the way of Batgirl.
Shelve this before it makes as much as Captain Marvel did. Y'all know that did not do the best.
Yeah.
That's all.
They were having problems with
Can I ask
Captain
Asa a
Marvel.
quick follow-up question. What is your main issue with the Fantastic Four trailer?
It just didn't sell me. It didn't sell me on like what do I like what am I excited
agree.
for? Like I said, it's a very 50s tone,
Yeah.
so I'm already turned off on that. And yes, y'all bringing up some good points. This is before the power, this is before Iron Man, blah blah blah.
She makes a really
Sell
good
it.
point. If she's
Sell
not
it.
already if you're not already into superheroes, what was it that would make you want it? She makes a good point.
Exactly. So
That makes
just
a
for
really
us
good point.
non-comic book fans,
I don't think
you
you
didn't sell us.
So me-
just on the strength of the MCU's
Me
name
being
as
a
much.
comic book fan, I love the Fantastic Four. The original, I still enjoyed it. Let's say
In and outer space
the
adventure.
aesthetic that they're using for this, that is from the comic books. And I don't know if you saw Reed working on the chalkboard. He was working on multiversal equations. So that already lets you know that they will be a part of the multiverse.
Wait till you find out that I don't give a damn about the multiverse either. But continue.
Well, that's because that's why you say that, but you want Mahershala to be in the movies. He's part of that. So if you don't like that, then you don't like him.
He's also correct. that part is factual. He is correct.
So
I still don't give a damn, but go ahead.
well, that's why he's not going to get a director because you don't give a damn. You were the one person.
Okay, deprive yourself of a movie because you don't like my answer. Because you know damn well you more excited to see it than I am.
This is sooner than I thought. Okay, go ahead.
Listen, what happened to that soft girl era?
You know what? You're right. Let me get back to
Joe,
it. I'm gonna get back to that for the
I gotta
record.
hear Joe's
Yeah.
thoughts, please.
Okay.
Oh, damn, I have
Backstory.
As a DC man, hit him.
Well, not even just as a DC man, because again, I grew up with Marvel movies because that was the thing that everybody did. My history is just like Asia's. Watch the old Fox movies.
There you go.
Skip the fan four-stick Michael B. Jordan. Just didn't have any interest in it.
I don't blame him.
Now, so looking at this one, I immediately recognized like the old school, like sort of Jack Kirby-esque. Cause didn't he work on that? Yeah. With like that sort of 50s-ish aesthetic, but it's of course mixing futuristic with retro. So I get that. I do find it interesting. This is where I did get turned off, where the trailer starts and then it's like it just jumps straight into the thing, just showing them without any actual like build up or anything. No, but then of course it gets into the yucks because Marvel movies love their yucks. There's a mandate to yuck it up in these fucking movies.
Wait, which part?
Joe, what's yuck? What's yuck? Can you define
what
yuck
part?
for the audience?
Define it for the audience.
Hold on, define yuck for the audience.
It's the jokes, the quips,
Which part?
whatever it is to try and, because like I said,
The
Marvel
quip
movies,
would be at the beginning where he's literally tasting the
you know,
food. And
doing non-superhero
I know to you
stuff.
it may not look that much of a quip. I get that. But for Joe, that looks deeper than that. It's a quip. Just
But the thing
let
is,
it go.
like,
Let
it's,
it go.
it's
Let it
just,
go.
it's Marvel. Marvel has replaced the big summer
What we got
comedy
something.
film of
Somebody's
DC.
cooking.
And
Or,
Mr. Fallen
comic
did
book.
say, "Bring back the Multiverse of Madness" by for Mr. Fantastic. That was in the Doctor Strange movie where they had the cord of, they had their own Avengers,
Right.
And they had a Mr. Fantastic already, and yeah, he got killed hella quick. But
Which one? Who did?
Oh, it was.
in the Doctor Strange
It
movie,
was,
the Multiverse
he
of
was
Madness.
played by John Krasinski from The
Yes.
Office.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so now, see, but here's the thing: you just now have seen a multiverse character, which gave you some information on who Reed Richards is. You know who he is now because of something you've seen him in previously. That is what the MCU is. Things that you see that you don't understand, they connect for you later, and then you do that thing where it's got Brad Pitt doing the. That's where you're gonna be
I understood
when you
that
see it in theaters.
I hope
but I
so.
agree with she's 1,000%. Right now, unless you were a comic book fan, what am I looking at? Why do I give a shit? And for you, the Hyucks, I 1,000% because
Yeah, but
as
I
a-
will say, obviously there was a tonal shift where as soon as they got their little mandated jokes with the thing out of the way, then it started to get into like the origins. Like, okay, so now we show them going into space, dealing with the powers. And one thing that didn't work for like the first Fantastic Four movie is like after they got their powers, pretty much the entire movie was them just goofing around
Figuring
and
out
getting
how
used
to
their
use
powers.
them, yeah.
And then the actual action and shit happened at like the very
the
end of
very,
the movie.
very end, yes.
Right. Of course, there was some steady build up, but you know, it is.
But the bigger thing that
yeah.
we can be appreciative of,
Galactus.
is not a big
pun
smoke
intended.
cloud.
Right.
It's
He was like-
Galactus.
he's like, what's his name on
They should
Loki?
have focused on him instead of Kang the Conqueror.
He was like,
So,
what?
in my opinion.
Just so
I
you know,
feel like
that
no,
big
I feel like Kang. They really should have brought Kang back.
Well, look, they
there
should have
was
brought
so
him back, especially after what happened. But
Yeah.
just so you know, Galactus, that big shadow thing that you saw over the city, that is literally a giant being who is bigger than
Planet
Earth,
eater.
who eats planets.
Well,
That is the bad guy they will have to face.
but he has a thing to where I forgot what it is, but he has to eat to survive.
He has to eat to survive, yes. And
But
he has a
that's-
herald
yeah.
that travels the universe to find these planets for him to eat. The
And
Silver Surfer.
There's been plenty of different heralds.
Oh yeah, Tony Stark was a herald.
and
Everybody
then-
was a herald.
And then Namor, because
Namor was a herald.
after World War Hulk, Namor
Yeah.
became his herald.
But
to
don't
save
get
Earth.
too deep into the comics, you'll confuse people.
David,
But basically,
did you have any thoughts on it?
Yeah, for me, I thought this is just a teaser trailer, not a full trailer.
course, so yeah.
So, I'm looking at it in that lens. I thought it was cool. It looked all right. It didn't look bad.
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been a little bit more compelling, but again, it is just a teaser trailer. They did spend a lot of time on that kitchen scene of like, oh, let's try these foods and this, whatever that whole thing was.
So-
but I just wish it was a little bit more time we could have spent on just some other things that could be more
actual
compelling.
superhero.
But
Like
I will
selling me.
Yes, but I will say it does look better than the first three. The first three was trash.
No,
well,
they
I think
weren't.
the reason they
weren't
did I think the
First
reason
three
they did what they
Fantastic Four
did in the
movies.
kitchen.
Nah,
I think the kitchen scene with the thing and doing the food is just to show what Marvel's version of him would look like. Because the past
Because he
versions
looks
were,
great,
he looks good. For a CG, exactly.
Yeah.
CGI characters, Disney does that on a Tuesday.
And
I'm
I
not
did,
his
it's
biggest
not
fan of
even-
I did see some comments where people were talking, this CGI looks horrible.
That's-
Some people are just born to hate on.
If you
stuff
think
like
that CGI looks horrible, go back to the Fox version of the thing for the last 10, 15 years.
Hold on,
Well, that wasn't even-
that's what
that
I
was
just brought up.
practical
I'm
effects.
saying, to me, this does look better than the other ones by
Yeah,
far.
this is by far the- and I-
according to Tori, the first two are good. I
They
thought those
were
trash.
good.
You're telling me the first two Fantastic Four movies are good?
Oh.
How many Fantastic Four movies did you see before that came
There
out?
was a reason for that.
No. Because people. This is what people love to do. I call it the Toy Story effect. What people do is, you got Woody here. The first Fantastic Four movies, we enjoying them for what they are. But then we get this Buzz Lightyear new thing with new graphics, new designs,
Fox
and all that.
did
And it's
lose
like, I don't
X-Men.
want to play with you anymore. I never liked you. I can't believe I even watched you.
No.
'Cause I
Fox
have
did
this
lose
idea.
X-Men and for
Tori,
good
that's not
reason.
me.
That's exactly what people do.
No, I thought it was trash when I saw it back then. It wasn't good.
What
Okay,
didn't you like about it?
there was nothing to like about it.
What didn't you like about
I'm
it?
saying is-
What did you know about the Fantastic Four before that movie came out? People found
So
that movie.
are you saying just because they gave it to us, we all should like it?
It was entertaining. If it wasn't good or entertaining, there wouldn't have been more
there were
than
good
one.
movies that came out back then, such as
That's not
It would
entirely
have
true.
went straight to DVD.
like X-Men 1 and 2 were actually decent. Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire was good. That one was
Fantastic
not
Four.
good.
Fantastic Four. The first one was good.
Nah.
I enjoyed it. People love the Silver Surfer. I don't know why people acted like it was a bad
I did
movie.
see that.
Do they like
so
Silver
in the
Surfer?
chat real quick, Elite Clutch brought up a really good point. He said that there's talk that The Rock may be Apocalypse for MCU's X-Men.
what?
For the MCU's
For
X-Men.
what? He has the no lose clause. Did he change that?
Listen, bro. After what happened with
They should keep what's his name.
I don't disagree with you, but after what happened with Black Adam, superhero scenarios are all up in the air because Henry Cavill is supposed to be a part of the MCU
But
too.
they are. I feel like what's his name already did a good job as Apocalypse.
I'm not saying
the guy who plays Moon Knight. He played Apocalypse. in the
you're
X-Men.
talking about
That movie has like a
Fox.
32%.
Yeah.
yes.
But his
I'm not saying that he's a bad actor, but
No.
again, anything Fox did, Disney is not replicating.
But what question?
Unless it's to be a joke in a Daredevil movie.
amongst the
Or
group,
Deadpool,
the group
sorry.
here, and we can look online and also in the chat. What is the consensus on the first two Fantastic
Did y'all like
Four
the
movies?
Fantastic
First
Four
one
movies?
was all right. Second one, people didn't.
Chat, let us, and so just so you know, he's asking about the first two Fox, well, actually all of them for Fox movies.
Yeah, the first two.
The ones
The
with
first
Chris
two,
Evans
and then, damn. That
Faded
noise.
Jack. Appreciate the bid.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Betty Jack, appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
What they said, thank you.
So,
They said,
Joe, you said the first one was I, second one was not
Snapback
good.
said I liked them. They were all we had. Exactly. People get something new and then they act like what they
But here's the
had
thing.
wasn't good.
But are
Still
you
not really a good
That
excuse,
doesn't. That's
though.
not a good
So
reason.
here's
'cause
my
now
thing. So like you can go back and look at say the Tim Burton Batman movies, and you can have good experiences with them, and there is like
Right.
an actual charm for them. They're still not.
They're
really
still not
that
good, yeah,
The Mortal
they're-
Kombat movies, like Mortal Kombat and
I
Mortal
liked
Kombat
them. I
Annihilation.
liked them. I love the first
The
one.
first one was all right, and the second one.
The first one was all right.
Yeah.
The second one was.
Do reviews
I
matter?
love the music.
Corey, do reviews matter to you? Fan reviews?
You know
I
damn
don't
well.
give a damn what other people
Listen,
say. Here's
you
the thing.
you know he doesn't care about numbers.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. If I based everything I watched or experienced off of other people's opinion on it or other people's views on it, then I wouldn't watch anything. People say don't watch One Piece because it has too many episodes.
Here we
Well,
go.
I watched it. I love it. People say don't play this game because it was horrible. Well, that's based off your experience on it. You didn't like it.
Damn, that was loud.
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
Can I make this point real quick? Can we just stop constantly trying to bring
Corey, did you
back
find the
old
volume?
shit? I'm tired of that.
Well, MCU does their best. So Disney likes to do their own thing, but they also like to listen to fans. And I'm not saying that's a bad idea because you want to have your own creative freedom, and I get that. But here's the problem: DC didn't do that.
Well, here's
And
the
now
issue.
we're where we are with them.
I don't. Here's what my thing. When it comes to like multiverse and stuff like that, I like when you actually commit to it being a multiverse.
But they
Like,
commit to that.
But here's the thing. Like say Multiverse of Madness. When you go to another multiverse and you meet another Doctor Strange,
Yes.
it's still the same actor, but it's playing a different version
Yes.
of that Doctor
And they've
Strange.
done that, yes.
Yes. But what I don't like is when you get another Peter Parker and then you literally see another Peter Parker actor and you're mixing. It's not even a unique universe. It's the same Peter
But
Parker.
it's a Peter
but it's
Parker.
just-
But that's the version that everyone knows.
what
That's the
makes
point.
it cheap. That's what I'm tired of.
Wait a minute. Which Peter Parker you talking about?
All of them. Stop bringing them
saying-
back. If you're gonna create a new continuity, commit to that.
But that was
Stop-
the whole point of the multiverse. Like you're
It's not the point of the multiverse. The point of the multiverse is that you're seeing the same character, or like you're seeing
No.
completely different worlds.
No,
not
but-
just the different versions of different actors from different movies.
That's-
It's cheap. It's
Okay,
lazy.
so
It's the same issue I take with the Flash. Why Michael Keaton's Batman should have never come back.
Well, so-
why they shouldn't have brought back George Clooney as a joke to cap off the end of the movie.
So you're yes, and then there's a no, and here's why. If you remember from the Doctor Strange film, they purposely had Doctor Strange fall through different universes
Right.
and different worlds so you can see what other worlds are like, then landing in that one world where they have Professor Xavier and all of those or whatever. All those worlds have numbers. 616 is literally the world that we're in now, the version that has everything all in one place. So they've already shown the worlds. There's a bigger thing happening that we can't say That'll be at the end, Secret Wars, and that will give you exactly what it is you're saying
Right.
that it needs to be.
Like I
but
said, when
they're
it comes
not.
to Marvel, and like I said, just from what I've seen of how they've handled the multiverse, it's that mix. Like they'll have those points where they do it right, and then they'll have those points where it's lazy. DC is definitely worse because they leaned into the lazy portion of it, which I don't like at all. I'm still not a big fan of No Way Home.
Mr.
but-
Farman, that.